Hi, this is Bella Mehta reporting from New York for Room Now. I'll be speaking about disparities in lupus patients. Specifically, we'll discuss the abstract number 0768, which describes community level poverty and length of stay in children hospitalized with pediatric lupus. Prior studies have demonstrated an alarming healthcare disparities in adult patients with lupus, which include high disease severity and activity amongst Hispanic and Black patients. Pediatric studies have demonstrated similar racial disparities. However, socioeconomic disparities such as income level have not been well studied in pediatric lupus. The authors here studied the kids inpatient dataset from the year 2016, which is the largest all-payer pediatric inpatient dataset in the US. They identified children between the ages of 2 to 10 with ICD-10 codes. And the primary outcome of the study was length of stay, and the primary exposure was median household income for each zip code. This income was then divided into 4 quartiles, with income quartile 1 being the poorest and income quartile 4 being the wealthiest. They identified a total of around 1,500 pediatric lupus hospitalizations, and these children had a mean age of 16. There was a high female predominance, around 84%, and the cohort was represented by a diverse patient population, 36% Black, 27% Hispanic, and 14% white. There were higher proportions of minority patients in the low-income quartiles compared to those of the high-income quartiles. Also, private insurance coverage was much more in the highest income quartile as expected. However, one of the most important takeaway from this is that in the unadjusted analysis, income level was not associated with increased length of stay. However, after adjusting for multiple covariates of interest such as race, ethnicity, age, sex, prolonged length of stay was specifically increased in the second lowest income quartile, but not in the lowest income quartile, which is the poorest. Also, the adjusted mean length of stay was higher in the lowest and the second lowest income quartile compared to all of the other quartiles. Thus, coming from low income communities seem to have a disadvantage in terms of length of stay amongst these hospitalized lupus children. While this may be an effect of mediation by race, the second lowest income group seemed to have the worst length of stay, which was statistically significant. There may be a lot of factors that play a role in length of stay, but this may also reflect that those which were in the lowest income group may be protected because they have some more resources such as community support, which are not available to the second lowest income group. And they likely miss assistance because of strict guidelines from the government or the healthcare system. And thus, we as a community need to take care of all of these patients, irrespective of what income quintile they come from equally. And thus, this is an important study reflecting the need to improve equity in pediatric lupus patients. Thank you so much for listening. And for more update, follow me on Bella_Mehta on Twitter. Thanks.